Attention Philadelphia fans! Something big is happening behind the scenes in the NFL, and the Eagles are at the center of it. Recent information points to strong decisions being discussed within the franchise that could completely change the team's course, even before the next season begins. When it comes to the Eagles, we know that every move by management can impact the entire league, and this time is no different. There's a huge sense of anticipation surrounding changes that could strengthen the team, adjust the roster, and prepare the team to once again compete among the NFL giants. One of the biggest concerns within the organization right now is the defense, especially the cornerback position. The secondary needs stability and players capable of facing the league's best receivers. Behind the scenes, the possibility is growing that Philadelphia will pursue a player who has been attracting attention from another franchise. This is a young defender who has been showing consistency and maturity on the field. The Eagles management is seriously considering bringing this player in to strengthen the defense and raise the team's competitive level. This defender has stood out for his ability to read the game and the aggressive way he marks opponents. Over the past few seasons, he has accumulated numerous starts and shown constant improvement. He's not just an athletic player, he also demonstrates tactical intelligence, something highly valued in a demanding defensive system like Philadelphia's. His ability to limit difficult receptions and reduce space for opposing quarterbacks has made him one of the most interesting names available on the market. Last season, he achieved very solid numbers. Important interceptions, passes defended, and decisive tackles were part of his campaign. More than statistics, what stands out is the consistency shown week after week. Quarterbacks who tried to exploit his area of the field encountered real difficulties. His coverage efficiency caught the attention of several teams in the league, and now the Eagles seem to be among the most interested. The possible arrival of this player would be seen as a strategic move. Philadelphia knows that to compete at a high level, it needs a dominant defense. The team has shown throughout its history that when the defense works, the rest of the roster grows along with it. The idea of the management would be to bring in a young athlete with room for improvement, but who has already shown he can perform against powerful NFL offenses. However, there is an important detail that could influence any negotiation: the team's financial situation. The franchise needs to carefully manage its salary cap space before confirming major signings. This means that any move will have to be extremely calculated. Even so, within the organization, there's a feeling that investing in a reinforcement for the secondary could be essential to raise the level of the defense next season. Meanwhile, another issue is keeping fans attentive and even a little nervous. The future of one of the Eagles' main offensive players has started generating rumors again. We are talking about one of the most explosive receivers in the league, a player who has become a fundamental piece in Philadelphia's offense. In recent weeks, comments have emerged about possible negotiations involving this athlete, something that naturally stirs up the entire fan base. This type of rumor always provokes intense debates. After all, we are talking about a player capable of changing games, breaking down defenses, and raising the entire stadium with a single play. On the field, he represents intensity, strength, and talent. That's why the idea of seeing him wearing another jersey is causing concern among many Eagles fans. Some teams in the league reportedly are watching the situation closely. Among them are franchises desperately seeking a dominant receiver to lead their offenses. Teams with young quarterbacks want to offer them an elite weapon. This combination naturally creates interest in a player with such offensive impact. Even with all this movement, the Philadelphia front office doesn't seem willing to give up its star easily. If any trade happens, the required return would be extremely high. The franchise knows the value of a player of this level and understands that losing such an important piece would only make sense if the compensation were truly enormous. Another factor influencing this possible trade involves financial planning. Moves involving large contracts always require detailed calculations to avoid losses within the salary cap. Therefore, any decision about this receiver will be made very carefully. It's not just a sporting issue, it also involves long-term strategy. After leaving Philadelphia, he pursued his career with other teams, but now there's a possibility of a reunion. He's currently a free agent and is reportedly considering continuing his career in the league. For the Eagles, bringing back an experienced player could mean leadership in the locker room and depth in the offensive roster. Beyond experience, this veteran has recently shown he can contribute on the field. Even after many years in the league, he continued to produce important yards and help his team with crucial receptions. Of course, time passes for all athletes, but game intelligence and positioning remain qualities that make a difference. Another interesting detail is that this player's return could happen through a short and relatively affordable contract. This would allow the Eagles to strengthen their offense without overly compromising the team's budget. In a roster seeking a balance between youth and experience, the presence of a veteran leader can have a positive impact. Furthermore, his history with the franchise carries significant weight. Players who know the Philadelphia culture tend to adapt quickly. They know what it means to play in front of a passionate and demanding crowd. They know that wearing this jersey carries responsibility and pride. Amidst all these possibilities, the feeling is that the Eagles are preparing important moves. Reinforcing the defense, dealing with the future of an offensive star, and perhaps bringing back an idol are decisions that could completely shape the team's next chapter. The fans are watching everything closely. Philadelphia doesn't accept ordinary seasons. The expectation is always to compete at the highest level. Every signing, every trade, and every decision by the management can bring the team closer to another historic campaign. Now, the question that lingers among the fans is simple. Which of these moves will have the biggest impact on the Eagles' future? Will it be the arrival of a new defender to strengthen the secondary? Will it be the retention or departure of an offensive star? Or will it be the exciting return of a veteran who has already made his mark in the franchise's history? One thing is certain, when it comes to the Eagles, there's never a lack of intensity, drama, and passion. And the next chapters promise to deeply affect all Philadelphia fans.
And now comes the most important part of this video, because I want to hear from you, passionate Eagles fan. Everything happening behind the scenes of the franchise shows that the next season could be decisive for the team's future. Strategic moves, trade rumors involving big names, and even the possibility of the return of a historic player. All of this is stirring the hearts of Philadelphia fans. But the big question is this. In your opinion, which of these situations could really change the Eagles' fate next season? The arrival of a new reinforcement to strengthen the defense and bring more security to the secondary? The permanence or possible departure of one of the team's biggest offensive stars? Or perhaps the exciting return of a veteran who has already made his mark forever in the franchise's history and who could return to help the team with experience and leadership? I really want to know what you think about all this, so write your opinion in the comments. Eagles fans are known for being one of the most passionate and intense in the entire NFL, and here on the channel, the fans' voice has a place. Every comment helps strengthen this community that closely follows every step of our team. And if you've made it this far in the video, it's because, like me, you feel something different when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. True fans know it's not just a team. It's a passion that accompanies us every day in every news story, every game, and every franchise decision. So please like this video because it greatly helps the channel continue bringing content like this. The more support the video receives, the more it reaches other passionate Eagles fans who also want to stay up to date on everything happening with the team. And if you're not yet part of this family that grows every day here on the channel, now's the time. Subscribe to the channel now and activate the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any urgent news, important analyses, or updates on everything happening with the Eagles on and off the field. Here on the Loyal Green Fan channel, we follow every rumor, every move by the management, every decision that could impact the franchise's future. We always bring you the most important information for those who truly live the passion for the Eagles. Thank you so much for watching this far, for being part of this incredible fan base, and for helping to strengthen this community of fans who never abandon the team. See you in the next video here on Loyal Green Fan, where the passion for the Eagles never stops.